My sister used my ID photo to catfish people online. She originally wanted to hook a cute girl, but unexpectedly caught a huge fish instead. She actually hooked that law major with a terrifyingly deep background, the cold and stunning Xie Qingyuan. When Xie Qingyuan saw my photo, she felt her intelligence was insulted. Overnight, she posted a campus-wide anti-fraud wanted notice on the confession wall. It was absolutely ruthless. Campus-wide anti-fraud wanted notice. This person uses AI-generated photos for malicious fraud. A man who looks like this simply cannot exist in real life. It's purely photoshopped. Heavy reward for anyone providing clues. Miss Xi, don't be rash. What if it's not photoshopped? What if it's her actual brother? Xie Qingyuan replied with absolute certainty. Impossible. You can't find a face like this on a real campus. A sister's debt is paid by the brother. Bring the signed agreement to the gym tomorrow and find me. Otherwise, pack your bags and get out. Until the basketball game the next day, when she saw me, the one who perfectly matched that impossibly perfect, godlike face. Xie Qingyuan pulled out her phone and edited the post. Urgent. My sister-in-law seems so scared of me, she wants to drop out. How should I sign this agreement to make him stay? Waiting online, it's pretty urgent. Tang Yu and I are boy-girl twins, but our intelligence was distributed extremely unevenly. It's as if, back in the womb, I snatched her brain for myself. While I was winning math Olympiad gold medals and doing academic research, she was playing with dolls. When I got early admission to a top university, she was still getting scolded by teachers for mixing up pinyin and English. Somehow, this idiot got dumb luck and got into the same university as me through an art scholarship. Ha ha ha, just a few days into the semester, this total blockhead came to me, looking thrilled, saying she met a top-tier, gorgeous big shot, and hoped to use this to sneak into the high society circle. I told her that people with deep backgrounds are not to be messed with, but she just wouldn't listen. Humph. As long as they're pretty enough, it's fine. During that time, she reported her progress to me every day. Bro, she added me. She accepted my friend request. She sounds so professional. She even talks to me about law. Is this the charm of a big shot? Until one day, she came to me in a panic. Bro, save me. She asked to meet up in person tomorrow. I'm freaking out. Bro, can you please help me? When I got this message, I was getting a massive headache from my advisor rushing my thesis. Is the thesis not done yet? How much longer are you going to make me wait? Without even thinking, I just casually agreed to help her. I stayed up past midnight, sent the thesis to my advisor, and finally let out a long sigh of relief. Wait a minute. What exactly did I just agree to help her with? My roommate forwarded me a trending post from the school forum. The title was absolutely explosive. My hand slipped, and I clicked on it. The poster's ID looked like someone you shouldn't mess with. The lines were practically dripping with gunpowder. To the sick pervert using AI-generated photos to scam people, can you just get the hell out of this school? The peanut gallery in the comments was loving the drama. Miss Xi is a law major. She hates liars the most. This guy walked right into the line of fire. Xie Qingyuan replied very quickly. You could feel her rage right through the screen. I study law. I despise fraud and forgery. I knew this blockhead would crash and burn sooner or later. Using a fake photo to scam Miss Xi. Does she have a death wish? Make him drop out. Xie Qingyuan, you observed for so long, and only just realized it's a fake photo. This girl is usually so timid. I can't believe she actually pulled something like this. I found out his dorm room number and marched straight over. I just cornered him at the end of the dorm hallway. He cried and begged for mercy, saying the profile pic is his actual brother. He said his brother really looks like that. Hilarious. Does he think I'm that easy to fool? Someone that handsome in a photo can't possibly be real. The late-night dorm hallway was dimly lit. I stared at my phone screen. The more I looked at that fake photo, the more familiar it seemed. Fuck, isn't this the exact same ID photo I took last week? Just because I looked too handsome in it. People kept saying it was AI generated. Tang Yu was currently curled up in her dorm chair, wiping her tears while staring at her phone, frantically typing out apologies. Right after, Xie Qingyuan posted another update. This guy gets scared too easily. Started crying before I even did anything. Kept screaming that it's his brother, and even said his brother will come to the gym tomorrow at 10 a.m. to sign a debt repayment agreement. So he wants to talk about subrogation with me. Fine. He claims his brother is the absolute ceiling of good looks. I'll be waiting right there tomorrow. Let's see how I expose this Photoshop fraud. I'm doomed. The expression on my face instantly froze. My head started spinning. Looks like this battle tomorrow at 10 a.m. I have no choice but to go. I stubbornly stared at the post, trying to find some evidence to prove she didn't do this. But in the end, I could only dejectedly admit, sigh, this idiot using my photo to scam people everywhere really is my own biological sister, Tang Yu. Oh Tang Yu, you really do have a death wish. The wind in the forum had completely shifted. This rich girl talks real tough. Looks like she's genuinely pissed. Someone half-jokingly commented to educate the newcomers. Xie Qingyuan is the infamous demoness of the law department. Her family background is terrifyingly deep. Everyone has to show her some respect. That scammer is dead meat. He kicked the hardest steel plate in the whole school. Reading these comments, my heart went completely cold. According to the tropes in all the novels I've read, this kind of rich, powerful, and short-tempered person is the absolute worst to mess with. I was so mad I wanted to drag Tang Yu out and beat her up. Feeling anxious, I dug out the contact info Tang Yu had given me and added that person named Xie Qingyuan. Before I could even figure out how to start, the friend request was accepted. Hey, Xie. I'm Tang Yu's brother. About the photo, it's actually a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? You used that impossibly handsome fake face to scam me for a whole half month, and now you're telling me it's a misunderstanding? That photo is real. It's literally my actual ID photo. No filters, and definitely no Photoshop. If a face like that is real, I'll eat both baskets of basketballs on the court right then and there. Stop trying to fool me with this nonsense. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., bring that debt repayment agreement your sister mentioned. Be at the gym, or else. If I don't see the real person, I'll expose this whole thing and get him expelled. Tang Yu. Oh, Tang Yu. You're truly hopeless. Maybe I should just let her delete her account and start over in life. This kind of trouble is really not suitable for a law-abiding citizen like me, who just wants to quietly do academic research. Whatever. Time to sleep. Right before bed, my hand slipped and I checked the post again. The vibe had already started going off the rails. OP, what if the brother really is devastatingly handsome? Can good looks feed you? Miss Shi values credibility the most. If she says she's gonna wreck him tomorrow, she's gonna wreck him tomorrow. NGL. I kinda wanna see how ugly that godlike face actually is in real life. PLS live stream it. Impossible. Absolutely no one in this world looks like that. This guy is just a scammer. This is the first time in my life I've been played for a fool. I have to get my payback tomorrow. Those siblings better wash their necks and wait. I close my eyes, my heart dead as ashes. Great. Tomorrow is going to be a tough battle. Not only do I have to save Tang Yu's little life, I also have to figure out a way to make that Xie girl tear up that damn debt repayment agreement. Ha ha ha. Bro, save me. Bring the apology letter. Wait for me downstairs at the dorm tomorrow morning. Bro, I was wrong. I changed my profile pic to a Shiba Inu. What's the point of changing your profile pic now? She already issued a campus-wide wanted notice. Then. Is Senior C really going to make me drop out? No. I'm here. Sigh. Holy shit. Tang Chen. You're dressed so sharp. Are you going on a blind date? I couldn't be bothered to answer him. I folded the agreement I had printed overnight and stuffed it into my folder. Lu Ming leaned over, craning his neck to take a peek. Holy shit. A debt repayment agreement. Who owes a debt? My sister does. Tang Yu? What kind of debt could she owe? Milk tea money? She owes Xie Qingyuan half a month's worth of idiot tax. Xie Qingyuan? That ruthless girl from the law department? The scammer Miss Shi was talking about a few days ago. Don't tell me that's you? Fuck. Run for your life, bro. That's a literal bloodbath. That woman can argue a person to death. You know that? I know. You know, and you're still going. I have to. If I don't, Tang. You will be packing her bags and going home tomorrow. Then you better be careful, man. When I got downstairs, I realized, Tang, you had bundled herself up completely. Wah. Stop crying. Wah. Crying is useless. Later, when Xie Qingyuan takes one look at you, these few tears won't even be enough to fill the gaps in her teeth. I just wanted to hook a cute girl to hang out with. You used my photo to hook a cute girl? Why didn't you use your own photo? When I used mine, nobody paid attention to me. I took a deep breath, reminding myself that she's my biological sister. I can't hit her. When we were still 500 meters away from the gym, I felt the atmosphere start to get weird. People on the road were in 2s and 3s. Everyone holding their phones, occasionally looking up toward the gym, whispering something under their breath. Holy crap, doesn't that guy's face look a little familiar? Which one? The guy in the jacket just now. They're all looking at you. Yeah, it's a campus-wide wanted notice. Remember? I'm basically a fugitive right now. When we reached the entrance of the gym, I raised my wrist and checked my watch. 9:58. Right on time. Streamer. Is he here? Is that Photoshop freak actually gonna show his face? Bro, maybe we should just go back. We've already come this far. If we go back, you'll die even faster. Holy shit, who is that? Wait. That face. I've seen that face on the confession wall. It's that Photoshop. Wait, that's not Photoshopped, is it? That's a real fucking person. Guys, look. The main character is here. I kept my eyes straight ahead, pulling Tang Yu right through the crowd. Right in the middle of the gym, sitting on the bleachers by the basketball court, was a girl. Her long legs were crossed, one hand propping up her chin, the other hand casually flipping through a few documents on the table in front of her. I locked eyes with her for a second. Her entire expression visibly froze for half a second. Then she very quickly returned to normal, lowering her head again to flip through the document, as if that momentary lapse in composure was just my imagination. Brought the agreement? I did. Put it on the table. Himph, this face of yours. You got plastic surgery, didn't you? Holy shit. Miss C really refuses to admit defeat. She's just acting tough. That expression she just made, I recorded it. Bro, is she really going to make me drop out? Yeah, you're right. It's a genetic mutation. Born with it. Tang, this excuse of your brother's is exactly the same as yours from yesterday. Looks like your family has a lying gene. Alright, I could see it now. This Miss Shi was the type to be stubborn to the bitter end. She was clearly stunned just a moment ago, but now she's still acting tough. See, you told me to bring the agreement. The agreement is here, but before I sign it, I have a question. Speak. In this agreement of yours, clauses 3 through 7 are completely legally unenforceable. There is no actual debt between the subjects of the agreement to begin with. Forcing a subrogation clause is clearly unfair. Clause 10 requires me to replace my sister and provide a full year of unpaid labor. This kind of stipulation is inherently unreasonable as well. Are you sure you want me to sign this? Si Qingyuan's head snapped up, her eyes wide. Her lips parted slightly, as if she wanted to say something, but swallowed it back down. In that moment, I saw the tips of her ears rapidly and uncontrollably turn red. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Bro, marry me? I'm from the law department. I call dibs. Every single point this guy made holds up perfectly. Gee, how about we renegotiate? Si Qingyuan's face, at a visible speed, turned red all the way from her ears down to her neck. She completely froze on the bleachers, her fingers still resting on the third page of the agreement, as if someone had pressed the pause button on her. The gym was so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Holy shit, this guy really understands the ins and outs of this stuff. Miss Shi is probably going to take an L today. Take an L? Looks to me like she's going to take a husband. Tang Chen, right? Which department are you from? Computer science. Sophomore. A sophomore in computer science? Yet you know these rules so well. Does your advisor know you're slacking off on your actual major? Miss Shi is getting defensive out of embarrassment. DA. Knowing this stuff isn't slacking off. It's called common sense. Common sense? Yeah, there's quite a bit of content in the relevant civil codes. If an adult spends 2 weekends reading through it, it's enough to handle all the agreements and contract disputes in daily life. Those 2 weekends of mine were originally meant for playing video games, but then I thought about it. Just in case my sister causes some trouble for me in the future, I needed something to protect myself. Bro, why didn't you tell me you read all this? If I told you, would you even understand it? Si Qingyuan was silent for 3 seconds. Then, she did something that none of the onlookers expected. Holy shit, she tore it. She actually tore it up. Am I seeing things? Is Si Qingyuan actually backing down? The agreement is void. That campus-wide wanted post from last night. I'll delete it right now. You're very straightforward. CA. Humph. Your sister used your photo to scam me for half a month. I can let that go. But I have one condition. You just said that clauses 3 through 7 of my agreement don't work. I admit that. You said the unpaid labor stipulation in clause 11 is unreasonable. I admit that too. But what about the remaining 9 clauses? Why don't you tell me? What's wrong with those 9 clauses? She's testing him on the spot. Bro, you didn't actually figure all of them out, did you? Clause 8, setting the penalty for breach of contract at 30% of the other party's annual income, is way too high of a standard. If this ever goes to the relevant authorities, such an excessively high compensation demand won't be supported. Clause 9, directly stipulating that disputes must be handled in your local jurisdiction, is not phrased rigorously enough. In special circumstances, this clause would be invalidated. Clause 10 is fine. It's a standard confidentiality agreement. Clause 12 forcibly requires siblings to bear joint and several liability for compensation, which is not legally valid. Relatives cannot bear debts for each other without cause. Clause 13 only states that a breach requires a public apology, but it doesn't specify the scope or method of the apology. If it actually needed to be enforced, it would be impossible to execute. Clauses 14 through 16 regarding the consequences of a breach are written way too vaguely. They're full of loopholes. Clause 17, the signature line. C. Did you write this agreement yourself, or did you get a senior to write it for you? I announced that from today on. This is my husband. The entire law department is crying in the bathroom. Miss Shi, just surrender. If you hold out any longer, your face is going to bleed from how red it is. He's completely right. Every problem he pointed out is totally valid. Is he really not from the law department? Si Qingyuan was silent for a long time. So long that I thought she was going to slam the table and walk away. Then she suddenly smiled. That smile completely changed the aura of her entire face. Holy shit, Xie Qingyuan can smile. I've been here for 3 years and this is my first time seeing it. Who exactly is this guy? He actually made the demoness smile. Xie Qingyuan stood up, walked over, step by step, and stopped in front of me. Tang Chen. Yeah? That agreement. I wrote it myself. I know. How did you know? A professional wouldn't make so many rookie mistakes. Plus, the way Clause 2 was written about relative liability is a common example format found in textbooks. You. Stop showing off in front of me from now on, okay? You're just agreeing to it like that. Yeah. Si Qingyuan stared at me for 3 seconds, seemingly trying to confirm if I was being sarcastic. After confirming, she pulled her phone out of her pocket, opened the confession wall, and typed out a new post. Bro, look at this. Urgent. I think I offended my future husband. What should I do to make him stay? Waiting online, it's pretty urgent. Tang Chen. 3rd floor of the library. I'll draft a new agreement for you. Dinner is on me. Alright. Bro, don't tell me you've fallen for her. The video from that day was up on the confession wall for less than 2 hours and already broke 200,000 views. I hid in my dorm and turned off my phone for 3 days. I didn't even dare reply to my advisor rushing my thesis. Lu Ming would hug me every day and howl. Bro, please teach me your ways. I just want Xie Qingyuan to buy me dinner once in my life. Get lost. Are you done with your thesis? Tang Yu, on the other hand, got a new lease on life because of this. That total blockhead now walks with a swagger. Ha 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 ha. That's my brother. He's really my biological brother. My brother and I are boy-girl twins, born from the same mom. She was practically a walking, talking QR code. Wednesday evening, 6:55 p.m. I showed up on